My name is Mary Clement, and I'm going to talk about Young Living essential oils. Actually, I teach from the product guide, and the reason I teach from the product guide is because when you get started with Young Living, you get started with the starter kit, and here I have on display is the starter kit. You get a product guide with that. So when you go home, you're really excited to learn all this stuff today, and you're gonna go home and your brain's gonna be overwhelmed, and you're gonna be like, I don't know. Like I'm super excited, and I wanna share with others because I'm so excited about all the possibilities, but I don't know that much about oils, and so I don't think I can really share with anyone because I don't know what to tell them. So for that reason, I just talk from this product guide, because when you get home, you have a product guide, and you can, literally, you could read word for word out of this book, and it's enough information for someone to decide if they wanted to try essential oils or not. Because that's all we ask people to do, is try it. And so that's why I use this book. So on page 11, we talk about, first of all, what are essential oils? And so I'm gonna read to you what this says. So when you go home and you wanna share with somebody, you can do the same thing. Lovingly harvested from farm-grown and wild-crafted plants, herbs, and trees, essential oils are concentrated plant extracts obtained by careful steam distillation, cold pressing, or resin tapping. These pure essential oils are far more powerful than the botanicals from which they are extracted. We offer hundreds of single oils, blends, and oil-infused products, each containing the optimal levels of specific, naturally occurring constituents to maximize their potency. Whether you use oils for aromatherapy, personal care, or household solutions, every aspect of daily life can benefit from the incorporation of essential oils. In a nutshell, essential oils are a pure plant extract. Who here has heard of frankincense oil? So a lot of people, right? Who is it brought to? What baby? What? Jesus. Yeah, baby Jesus, right? Frankincense, gold, and myrrh, right? You've heard that? And so at the time, frankincense was actually valued more than gold. And so that's why it was so precious, a precious commodity. It was brought to baby Jesus. And I like to share that because, so I have here frankincense. Frankincense comes in the starter kit. This is like ancient remedies. This is like God's medicine. This is old, right? What we have today is the same frankincense. The only thing new about this is the bottle that it comes in, right? And so that's where I just like people to know that, like, essential oils, there might be a buzz in our society today, you know, this uptake of essential oil talk. They've been around forever. When I was growing up, we learned about frankincense, gold, and myrrh was brought to baby Jesus. I had no clue what that meant. Like, it was just words. I knew that, but I didn't know what it meant. And so not until I got into the essential oils, and I was like, oh. And for me personally, we also teach a class on the oils of the Bible. And so to me, it was really neat that once I smelled frankincense, and I learned this is what baby Jesus had, it was tangible for me, because now I had something that he had. So now this just made him that much more real to me. So I want everybody to experience frankincense oil today. So I want you to put out your left hand. What I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna put a drop in your hand. We'll rub it, and then I want you to rub your hands together, cup your hands, bring it up over your face, and I want you to take 3 deep breaths. And so 3 deep breaths. And we do frankincense on the left side. I mean, we put the oils on the left side because, or our left hand, because the left side of our body is the receiving side. And then we turn it, or we circle it, because it helps activate the cells of the essential oils. One of the cool things about frankincense is that the molecular structure of the essential oil cells is small enough that it can pass the blood-brain barrier. So very, very few things do, because it's there, the blood-brain barrier is there to protect our veins, and so this can pass through that. And essential oils, sort of as a whole, they help oxygenate cells. And so when you do this, we just fed your brain oxygen. So it's a really cool, frankincense is a very spiritual oil. It's very good with meditation, with yoga, just because of how it works on your brain. And it's also, yeah, you can take it, rub it on your neck, rub it on your face, rub it on your skin. It's excellent for your skin, excellent for like age spots and wrinkles and things. Yeah, I'm 80 years old. Thank you, frankincense. I'm gonna talk about some free products. This is a free product this month. And it comes in your starter kit. And it's one of those oils a lot of people are like, they get frankincense and they're like, I'm not even sure what to do with it, so I haven't done much with it. But it's an oil that I use every day. Okay, so that's what essential oils are. I just want to talk a little bit about Young Living. And so Young Living is very much an international company. We are all over the world. We're the world leader in essential oils. We've been around close to 25 years. And so no other essential oil company has been around that long or is this big. All these dots on this map here represent either farms or distilleries or headquarters of Young Living. And so it's really neat that we have, we're very international, we're really big, we have farms all over the world. And we're a company that's, I say not going anywhere as far as, we're not a fly-by-night company, but we are going somewhere, like we're expanding all the time. And then this here, the Seed to Seal, this is the heart and soul of Young Living. This is the culture of Young Living. This is what Young Living stands for and represents, is Seed to Seal. What the heck is Seed to Seal? Seed to Seal is Young Living's promise or guarantee that from the seeds that are selected all the way to when the seal is put on the bottle, Young Living controls and oversees that entire process. So they're picking organic seeds, heirloom seeds, seeds from healthy plants. They're going to produce healthy plants. So they have researchers, doctors, scientists all on staff that they know what they're doing. They know how to pick the right seeds. It's going into clean soil. There's no herbicides, pesticides. It's above organic standards. So I don't know if you're familiar with our government's organic standards. There's pesticides allowed. There's a certain percentage off. They don't do that at all. So Young Living doesn't even get certified as organic by our government because they're above those standards. As Young Living members, we are invited to go to their farms. We're invited to go and participate in planting, harvesting, distilling, any of the process. We can see and be part of all of it. Denise has been to the farm. I've been to multiple farms. And so it's just like, I met another lady the other day who, she's been using Young Living for over 2 years now, and a friend invited her to go out to one of the farms. And so she's been using a little bit of Young Living oils and a little bit of oils from this company, a little bit, because she didn't really care, like, yeah, I prefer Young Living because they work better, but I didn't really think much about it. She goes out to the farm, and now she has a little Young Living planted in that heart, is what I call it, because she came back and she's like, everybody needs Young Living. Like, you don't understand. Like, the company, she could not believe. You meet the owners of the company, the founders, and just like the purity and the quality, and like, it's not a slogan. It is the culture of Young Living, right, Denise? Yeah. Like, you go to these events, you go to the farms, and it's so much more than a bottle of oil. And it's like this lady, I've talked to her before, but not until you go and you experience it, it's like you get planted in your heart, little piece of Young Living, and then it's just part of you. So now she's like, I don't know what I was thinking using those other brands of oils, like, And so I'll give you an example of another oil. So this here is peppermint oil from another company. It says pure peppermint oil, 100% pure essential oil, so blah, 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 all this stuff, quality tested. So to an uneducated consumer, you buy this, you read it, you look at it, and you're like, it says it's pure oil, the ingredients is peppermint oil. You're gonna assume you're getting a high quality pure oil. Guess who regulates the essential oil industry? The cosmetic and perfume industry. They don't care about the quality of the oil, they care about the fragrance of the oil. You can go online and look at the laws and regulations governing these. It only needs to be of 5% of an essential oil in this bottle for them to say 100% pure essential oil. And that 5%, guess what? Doesn't even need to come from a plant. It can be man-made, synthetic in a lab. It smells like peppermint oil. And so now we can claim it to be 100% pure. So what's the rest of the stuff in there? I don't know. We don't know. Like, what is it? How do you know until you go and tap? And so then it's like, if you're buying other oils, ask them, where is their farms? Where are they sourced? How do they know what's in there? How do they know it's 100% pure oil? Because we learned about wild crafting and how when they're wild crafting and when they're harvesting other plants, so these people, the farmers, the wild crafters, are paid by bulk and volume. So they will grab the entire plant, they will grab the weeds next to it, they will grab the roots. Because they're getting paid on weight and volume, right? And that all gets shoved in there. So now they make a little extra because it wasn't necessarily pure plant matter that went in there. It goes to a distiller. Same thing with a distiller. He's paid on volume. He's not paid on the purity or quality of his oil. He's paid on the amount he can produce. So he'll take all that matter and he'll harvest, he'll distill it. He can use high heat, high pressure, because he's not concerned about the medicinal properties or the characteristics of the essential oil. He just wants the fragrance. He'll do 2 and 3 presses of it. You produce more. Now then it goes to a bottler who bottles it and labels it with their company label. And so all these people are making money in the process. And who's making sure that it's pure every step of the way? Well, that's what Young Living Seed to Seal does. It guarantees, ensures that quality every step of the way. So I'm gonna have you guys smell this peppermint oil and this peppermint oil. And just see, if you haven't used essential oils before, you may or may not be able to tell a difference. People who have used essential oils for a while, your body will detox, and then you will be able to tell really a difference. And so don't feel bad if you don't smell a difference, if you haven't really been using essential oils.